Good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Adam Weston's Windsor CC greatest ever 11. Before we start, I wanted to set a few parameters for my team today. A couple of parameters. One, I've got to have played cricket with you, and two, I've got to be a decent bloke. So the side that I pick is going to be full of great cricketers and great people. And the third parameter is you've got to have played more than one season for Windsor. So unfortunately, those one season wonders, you're not eligible for selection today. The guys like Matt Overall, Harry Van Der Merwe, unfortunately you're not available for my team, but you are great cricketers and lovely guys. Before we get into my greatest 11 cricketers, I'd like to introduce one of Windsor CC's greatest ever fans, Mr. Holmes.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Holmes followed the cricket side around, our first team around, for a number of years. He used to turn up with a bottle of red wine, shout from the sideline, and generally encourage us. Mr. Holmes.
Correct. It was more like 3 bottles of red wine.
Oh, 3, sorry, I stand corrected.
Otherwise, he's perfectly true.
A personal favourite of mine was the win at Datchet back in 2009, when Nick Tilley was bowling a few absolute rank filthy leg spins to us. We tailed Datchet up by probably 8 wickets that day, and Holmes in here with this long walk gave him a lot of lip. Really made it difficult for Nick Tilley during the evening. Personally, the best piece of performance as a fan that I've ever seen. So thank you, Holmes. It's always been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me as your #1 fan. Cheers.
Thanks, Holmesy. Okay, so I've set my parameters. I've introduced my greatest fan of Windsor CC. Now let's get into it. Let's pick the best 11 cricketers. Opening the batting for me is Kris Baumgartner. He'll be #1. Current first team captain. Fantastic cricketer. Played a lot of cricket with Kris. Was lucky enough to be at the other end when he scored his first team 50, and at the other end when he scored his first team 100. Really good cricketer. Not much of a bowler these days. Used to think he was Brett Lee. Not quite as quick as Brett Lee. Same attitude, but when you're not as quick as him, the attitude maybe not quite there. But fantastic batsman. Last week scored 120, and since he's taken over the captaincy, he's undefeated. So he is my first opening batsman.
It's going to be castle.
Opening the batting with Kris Baumgartner is a portly old Englishman by the name of Criag Bird. When I first came over to England, Birdie was the captain of the first team. Sensational batsman. Scored a magnificent 100 against Marlow in one of my first ever games for the first team. Absolutely rate him as a batsman and rate him as a bloke. So Birdie will be opening the batting with Kris Baumgartner. Kris is going to push Birdie for a few quick singles. Birdie's going to say, fuck no. Birdie didn't do quick singles. But a sensational batsman, very good at top of the order against spin or pace. So Birdie and Kris will be opening the batting. Continuing on in the order, before I do, I'd like to thank our major sponsors, Travel Up Group. Windsor CC has always been an amateur cricket club, but I'd like to thank Travel Up for their ongoing support over the last couple of years to make us more professional. Our secondary sponsor here is also Cellar Artois. A personal favourite of the cameraman, Cellar Artois has definitely helped and hindered performances over the years. For me, though, without Cellar Artois, a lot of people wouldn't be down Windsor CC. Getting on to the cricketers, I've selected my opening batsman, so now I'm on to #3, and #3 for me is a South African by the name of Wes Van Den Berg. Wes Van Den Berg played 2 seasons for Windsor CC, an absolute quality cricketer, one of the best I've ever played against. We played against him for a number of years, and after a few years of telling him that Windsor CC was a much better club than Chiswick and Latimer, he eventually joined us in 2010 in the first division, and he was our leading run scorer by an absolute mile. Wes Van Den Berg, absolute gentleman of a bloke, lovely fella, and he carried the team through that season. So I played a couple of years with Wes, and he is my #3 batsman. #4 and my captain is Wes Nichols. Definitely the best cricketer that I've ever played with. Played a number of seasons with Wes. Never out that. As a bowler, the most intelligent bowler that I've ever played with. As a batsman, very gritty, made the most of his ability there. Opened the batting with him in 2012 and 2013. It was an absolute pleasure. We've won a number of 100-run partnerships, and without a doubt, in my view, the best ever cricketer to play for Windsor CC. Wes Nichols, my number 4 and captain. My number 5 batsman is a guy I didn't play a huge amount of cricket with, unfortunately. He was leaving Windsor just when I joined. His talent was definitely unmatched, I think, as far as batting is concerned. That's Michael Gould. Played 3 games with him. He scored at least 50 every single time that I played with him. His record speaks for itself. He went on to bigger and better things, played a lot of second 11 cricket, unlucky not to play some first class cricket. But Michael Gould will be coming in at number 5 in my Windsor CC Greatest 11. My number 6 and also my cameraman for this Windsor CC Greater 11 is Mark Huggins. Had to pick him because he's decided that he would field this and follow me around the field. Mark I've played a lot of cricket together. He's always been someone, when I was the captain of Windsor CC, that I wanted in my team. Scored a few hundreds while I was the skipper. Delight to play with. Probably just as strong, if not stronger, off the field than what he was on the field, particularly when it came to knocking back a few beers after the game. Unfortunately, never saw him bowl, but definitely one of the best cricketers at Windsor, and he will be batting number 6 for me, bowling a few overs if he's younger. These days, he's not bowling, he's not even playing cricket these days. He's a bit disappointing, his glass was made of back.
We're not cutting that out.
Alright, we'll cut that out.
Live wicket at Windsor CC. West, I'll give you that 20 quid. I'll give you that 20 quid.
We're in trouble.
Yes. I'll give you that 20 quid in a minute for picking me.
Alright, no problem.
Cheers.
So, my number 7 and wicket keeper is Steve Meakins. Miko, he was my first team captain back in Coffs Harbour, Australia, when I first started coming through the ranks, and he ultimately was the guy that set up all the overseas to come over from Coffs Harbour throughout the years. So, depending on what your view is, that's a good thing or a bad thing. He has actually laid the pathway for a lot of people to come from Coffs Harbour to Windsor Cricket Club, and personally, definitely someone that had a massive impact on my career as a cricketer. Sensational batsman. I think he is the leading run scorer for Diggers Cricket Club in Australia, and also one of the top 15 run scorers for Windsor CC, even though he only played 4 seasons. Miko was a fantastic guy to play with, and also off the pitch as well. So he's going to be my wicket keeper and number 7 batsman. Am I in the 11?
Definitely.
Definitely. What about the cameraman?
Never seen you guys play it, but I'm going to say yes.
You fancy your chances today?
At the moment, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Good luck. Okay, so we've picked our top 6. We've picked our wicket keeper. We're now into the bowlers. So my number 8 batsman and opening bowler will be Justin Grainger. Justin did open the batting for a time, but for me, genuine number 8 batsman. Very, very talented cricketer. He will tell you all the people he played with, all the people he played against, in typical South African Bravo style. But really enjoyed playing with him. His ability, definitely unquestioned. Didn't probably make the most of his ability, to be honest, but always fun to play with Justin. He could definitely, when I first joined the club, when he was fit, he could throw the ball, anyone else, hit the ball as far as anyone else. Later in the career, he came back to Windsor. It was fantastic. Successful in Sunbury. Came back for a couple of years and tried to help us in First Division. We won a couple of games that year. One game in particular, after celebrating, was quite interesting. Always an entertaining person to play with. On or off the pitch, it was always good fun. So Justin Grainger will be my opening bowler and number 8 batsman. My number 9 batsman and premier off-spin bowler, because there is another off-spin bowler in my side, but my premier off-spin bowler is Ben Harris. Had the privilege of playing with Ben throughout probably 2008 to 2011. When I took over the captaincy, he got the ump because I didn't open the batting with him, and he went to Datchet, Jarrod's Cross, and then somewhere in New Zealand apparently. In all seriousness, Ben is probably the most talented off-spin bowler I've ever played with, and it was fantastic playing with him when we won the league in 2009 and again in 2010. So Ben Harris will be my number 9 batsman. He won't like batting 9, he'll be telling me he needs to bat 1 or 2, but no, Ben, you're batting 9 behind Justin in my greatest 11. My number 10 batsman and the other opening bowler will be Thomas Hartridge. Had the pleasure of playing with Tom pretty much every year I've been at Windsor CC. He's probably bowled a couple of the best spells I've ever seen as a fast bowler at Windsor CC. Always gives his all. Particularly for a fast bowler playing out there on that pretty unresponsive, awful wicket when you're a fast bowler is concerned. He's done a good job and always fun to play with. Always at training, sort of being positive, very positive sort of guy, and an absolute pleasure to have him on my team at number 10, Thomas Hartridge. So my number 11, last player in my side, is a very, very old man by the name of Rahul Mohindru. The cameraman doesn't rate Rahul Mohindru?
No, I just hope wind.
Oh,
sorry.
Let's carry on. No, to be fair, and Ra was someone that I played a lot of cricket with. A very, very good off-spin bowler. I think he fed off a bit from Wes Nichols and Ben Harris, and then maybe the likes of Tommy Hartridge a bit later on, but he was a perfect foil for those sort of attacking bowlers. Took a lot of wickets. He is the Windsor CC's number 1 wicket taker. In particular, Ra used to feed off, the old, the young, and the Asian. If you're one of those 3 characters, Ra would have your number and he would get you out. And to be fair to him, he did play well into his 40s at Windsor CC, which is no small effort. Me now approaching 40 and barely even be able to get back on the field, and the cameraman as well. He's mid-30s and he's already done.
Shot.
Ra would be my number 11 batsman and my off-spinner behind Ben Harris in my greatest 11 for Windsor.
Action.
So to summarise things, I think my Windsor CC greatest 11, we've got some really, really good cricketers in there. But by the judge of the scoreboard today, none of them are playing. We've got 100 runs to chase here, and we're a long, long way behind the 8 mark. 2 wickets in hand. I think Thomas Hartridge over there looking to come in next. A lot of pressure.
Wave,
on
Tommy.
him. He has scored a first team 50 before.
Bang!
Probably going to need at least that or better today.
Don't worry, we can still
Mackay
make the
is the other
runs.
guy. I don't know where Rob Mackay is at the moment. Maybe he's out there backing actually. Is Rob Mackay out there backing?
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Unbelievable. Big hard slog for the guys today. If they can get this across the line, all done. That's my Windsor CC greatest 11.